15 positives and 15 negatives of New York City from a local point of view to a tourist. I'm a New Yorker, and as a New Yorker, it's my God-given duty to tell you the cold, hard truth about my city. So here it goes, the good, the bad, the ugly of New York City. Let's start with the positives. Number 1, there's always something to do. No matter what time of day or night it is, there's always something going on in the city that never sleeps. 2, the food is amazing. You can find any type of cuisine imaginable in New York City, and it's all delicious. You can find anything. Need an obscure ingredient for your latest culinary creation? Check. 3, the people watching is unbeatable. From celebrities to everyday people, you'll never know who you'll see walking down Fifth Ave or Broadway. 4, the skyline is breathtaking. No matter how many times you see it, the New York skyline never gets old. 5, the parks are beautiful and well maintained. Central Park is gorgeous. It's the perfect place to take a break from the hustle and bustle of the city and just relax for a while. In addition to Central Park, there are plenty of other green spaces throughout the city that are perfect for picnicking, people watching, or just taking a stroll. There's always something new to discover. No matter how long you lived in the Big Apple, there's always something new being built to explore. Number 7, the museums are great. I know some of you might laugh, but the museums are incredible. From art to history to science, there's a museum for everyone. Number 8, Broadway shows are a must-see. Even if you're not a theater person, you'll enjoy seeing a Broadway show while you're in town. Number 9, the nightlife is unrivaled. If you want to party, New York City is the place to be. There are clubs and bars for every taste and budget. Number 10, the energy is contagious. There's no feeling quite like walking down the street in New York. Everyone seems to be in such a hurry, and yet despite the bad rap, they're generally pretty friendly at the same time. Number 11, public transportation makes getting around easy. The trains, buses, taxis, and more, getting from point A to point B is a breeze. Number 12, there are endless shopping opportunities. Whether you're looking for designer clothes or vintage finds, you'll be able to find everything you're looking for and more while shopping in New York. Number 13, you'll make friends for life. Living in such close proximity with so many people means that you're bound to make friends and enemies pretty quickly. Number 14, you feel like you're part of something bigger when you live here. When you live in New York, you're part of a community. You're not just another tourist face in the crowd. Number 15, there really is no place like it. Despite all its flaws, which we'll get to shortly, there really is no place on earth quite like New York City. And now for the negatives. Number 1, it's expensive. Everything from rent to groceries is more expensive in New York than in most other cities in the country. You might go broke trying to keep up with your friends if your friends are wealthy or if they just like to go out a lot. Number 2, it can be dirty. Not just grimy, but filthy. With so many people living in such close quarters, it's not surprising that things can get pretty dirty pretty quickly. Number 3, the pace can be overwhelming. If you're not used to living in the big city, the pace can be overwhelming. It takes some time to get used to all the noise and commotion. You might feel like you're living in the twilight zone. Strange things happen frequently where you live now. Just wait till you move to New York. Chances are good that your new neighbors will be even more messed up. Number 4, it can be dangerous. It definitely ain't what it used to be, and while overall crime rates have been on the decline steadily, NYPD data shows that violent crime has been on the rise lately. Some neighborhoods aren't very safe, even during the daytime. Number 5, dense population. Even if you don't mind living in close quarters with your fellow New Yorkers, sometimes it feels like there are just too many people around. Pollution levels are pretty high, especially if you live near one of our lovely landfill sites. Number 6, getting around can be tough and frustrating. While public transportation makes getting around relatively easy once you get used to it, actually getting onto a train or bus during rush hour can be incredibly difficult. We'll get to traffic soon. Number 7, parking is practically impossible and expensive. If you're fortunate enough to have your own car, you might not be fortunate enough to have somewhere to park it. Number 8, you'll become jaded quickly. With all its flaws, it doesn't take long for even the most die-hard romantic to become jaded about New York life. Number 9, you might become a hermit. With so much going on all the time, it can be tempting and easy to just stay home and avoid all the hustle and bustle. Number 10, traffic is terrible. All day, every day, that's just the way it is. 11, rodents are practically everywhere. According to one study, there are approximately 2 rats for every 1 person in New York City. Number 12, a significant other might cheat on you. Sorry, homie, but it happens. 13, you could get mugged. Hopefully not, but again, it happens. 14, you might have bed bugs. Yeah, it's gross and it's true. Lastly on our list, number 15, rent prices are outrageous, and they just keep going up. So there you have it, the good, the bad, and the ugly of New York City from a local's point of view. I hope this has helped you make up your mind about whether or not New York City is right for you. What do you think? Are these pros enough to outweigh the cons? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified of our future videos.